Hello again, this is Mike Graham with another episode of Affiliate Tips, educating beginners and intermediates in affiliate marketing. Where I got to in the last video was talking about imitating success, greatness. The most obvious way in which this applies is in funnel hacking, which is a process whereby you copy successful product funnels and pretty much imitate them, copy them as much as you can without being slavish to it. And the way Russell Brunson talks about it, it's a pretty close copy that he's putting forward as being, allowable and acceptable. Now, you may think differently, but who's to go against the advice of somebody like that? Now, that's one part of what you have to do. On the other hand, when you're choosing a niche and how to market a product, you don't want to just follow other people blindly into what he terms a blood red ocean, because that's where everybody else is. There's too much competition and people are having to play off against each other. So within the idea of funnel hacking, you also want to be able to produce products in such a way that it appears that you have your own niche, as it were, or you're creating a niche for yourself so that you have clear blue water to operate in, because there is another way in which you'll be successful because you are the only person operating in your sub-niche. It may be that this is too complex for you to understand, i.e. modelling people and yet steering clear of being exactly in the same niche. It seems sort of slightly paradoxical to me, but anyway, that's what you're supposed to do. So I will go into the idea of approaching very common products or product ideas from a slightly new angle as time goes on, because I think that's quite valuable. Anyway, it's all based on the idea of, to be successful, you model success, but at the same time you become distinguishable from your competitors by having something that makes you stand out and a uniqueness about you. Now, in affiliate marketing, obviously this isn't the same as if you're in the realm of creating your own products, where you have complete and absolute control on what goes out there. As an affiliate marketer, though, you still have to stand out from the crowd, without being really too much different from them. And this can be a difficult thing. Now, obviously, affiliate marketing is a sort of slightly cloudy area these days, because traditional affiliate marketing doesn't really make very much money, given the amount of money you have to spend on advertising. So there are ways in which you can overcome this, which I point to in the free product, which is listed below. But in terms of modeling greatness and entrepreneurs, while somebody who isn't that far ahead of you is a more viable teacher in many ways, getting to know how great entrepreneurs work is also a good idea. Again, a sort of paradox. The guy who's standing beside his Rolls Royce, having done it all, may have a certain amount to offer you, but he's not nearly as useful as the guy that's just 3 steps ahead. And I may have mentioned this before about the sociology lecturer who is in fact a student in the class and actually just became an expert by reading the next chapter and then presenting it at the class he was teaching which happened to be the class he was supposed to be a pupil in, and people thought he was great and was a brilliant teacher, and that's how he became an expert. So to somebody starting out, in many ways I'm more use to then say one of the great and the good. Not that they're useless, but they've already made it so their levels of understanding are much greater. In terms of modelling greatness, there are certain things to remember. There are reasons why people actually are successful or super successful. They do certain things, they act in certain ways. And it's worth finding out about how these people act. What are the hallmarks of the ways they behave, and what sort of things can you do to make sure that you behave more like they do? And the first point to make is that they tend to enjoy what they're doing. They leave other people, their employees very often, to do the things they don't enjoy doing, so that they're not just caught up in doing a whole host of little tasks that rarely take their energy but give them very little satisfaction, because you're in this business to be satisfied as a human being and to actually achieve happiness. So I'll leave you with that piece of advice, which is do the stuff that you like to do as much as possible, and as soon as possible move to a point where you're not doing the things that you find fiddly or boring or downright ghastly. You know, you want to get to a point where you can hire somebody to do those things. Anyway, if you've got something out of this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and for the free product below, please go to the link shown. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.